Scissor, that was awesome, wherever you are. Bring back your bar, fantastic. And Jim, I am never leaving a voicemail ever again. Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, thank you, it's good to be here.
Yes, Jim, thank you.
On the drive up last night, I was entertaining myself thinking about all the fun and embarrassing stories. It went on and on. I was thinking about, first of all, I was thinking about the times on the train, which is really where I met you. So he used to run this train. We were there all the time. Great food, great drink, all absolutely free. Is that voice here, actually? No. Okay, absolutely free. And then, gosh, I was thinking about the time when you ordered the 10,000 plastic Win Capital Group logo cups that are still serving us to this day. And the golf shirts, and the ski hats, and the beer koozies. I understand there was a bulk order for emery boards and matchbooks. They didn't go through. But mostly tonight, I would want to say something a little more heartfelt, and that is that I am just honored to call you friend. You're smart, you are ambitious, you're funny, you've got a great curiosity about the world, and no, I'm not about to make it and you do it all without getting all full of yourself, and that's why you have so many friends that are here today. Katie, those are great qualities, and I hope that you can remember them when, like all of us, we screw up. So please remember those things. You find out a lot about a person by the company they keep, the people that they surround themselves with. As you look around this room and look at your friends, your business colleagues, they're all really great people. And I'm lucky to be able to say that a lot of my friends too. I guess if I could think of one word to describe you, it would be that you are kind, that you are a kind person. We all know that about you. Lisa and I have been recipients of your kindness on more times than we could. We saw it on the vivid display the days around when your father passed. And I remember so many times I wanted to hang out with you a little bit longer, or hang out, or could you stay at the party a little longer, and you'd say, I love you, buddy, but I'm going to go out and see my mom. That's the kind of person you are, and we are also happy that you have finally found somebody that's kind of you. So, thank you for being our friend. You are the kind of people that we want to surround ourselves with and teach our children and to just be with us as we grow our families and say, so, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Next is a lady who I'm sure is very happy I left my laptop at the hotel. Please welcome Jens' mom, Inger Anderson.
All right. You just have to listen or come closer.
That's right.
Dear Janne, dear family, the little family we have is our English family that we are so happy to greet today on this occasion. And dear guests, all Jan's and Katie's friends, and all Katie's family. Nils, my late husband and Jan's father, never met my mother. She died 2 years prior to Nils and I meeting. So my father took care of everything for our wedding. And mind you, even though the banquet place was reserved and had got my wedding gown, it was the year 1971. Nils had asked my father and brother permission to marry me and, as would be proper, take on the responsibilities of me and my credit card balances. And I'm proud to say that also Jan asked Katie's father Jim for the hand of Katie before proposing to her. And Jan had always promised me that I would be the first he would tell who was going to marry, but I was the second. I had to keep that secret for a month because he had not proposed to Katie yet, and I tell you that was very, very difficult to keep it. Can you not hear down there? Okay. So, one of my favorite stories, which some of you probably have heard several times before, is that Nils and I were married, and when we were married, we actually went our honeymoon to Tunisia, which, among other countries, Nils had visited before, and was one of his favorites. It was not very sort of well done at that time to go on a honeymoon before you were married, but that was something that we had planned and did. We got back on October 8, when Nils turned 30. My father picked us up in the airport, and he had all the invitations to the wedding in the car, because he wanted to make sure that he was still getting married before he sent out the invitations. We did get married, and as planned, and had a wonderful wedding. Fast forward to a vacation in the summer 1972, where we drove to England and met Nils' cousin David and his wife Brenda, and their first daughter Carrie. Carrie was 6 months at that time, so little cute baby. And that was wonderful to keep up with the English family. So I would just like to have the entire English family to raise, so we can see all of these slides. And to celebrate Jan's wedding. I think Nils and then I at the time, while we were waiting for a ferry from Dover to the European continent, thought maybe we should start a family after we had seen little cute Carrie. So Jan came then along in June 73. For Denmark, it was an extremely hot summer day, and Nils' parents and brother were in Hamburg, Germany, for the funeral service of a dear old uncle. One of these strange things: old life dies, new life is born. And Jan never met this old uncle of Nils. Somehow, I don't know if it's appropriate, probably not. But to compare with that past 12 months or so, when Katie came into our little family after Jan's dad, my husband, died so suddenly last year. I'm so happy Nils got the opportunity to meet Katie a few times when she was visiting from Arizona. Little did we know, and maybe realize at that time, that that would be Jan's future wife, the love of his life. Nils would most happily have embraced Katie to our small family and his dear daughter-in-law. He would probably have started giving you lessons in Danish language. Now Katie being excited to have married Anderson, the name most Americans can pronounce or not spell. Even though the Danish
cookies in adventure tins from Deerbergs or Snoops misspell the last name after our famous Hans Christian Andersen. So you would face the problems now. Minor problems maybe, but would have to spell your name every time on the phone. But I do realize it is probably easier than Knippelsberger. I can never compete with Jim with his talk and entertaining. Then I should spend more hours, and I was told it was supposed to be a short speech. Jan has traveled the world over the years and has met with many different nationalities and made friends with hundreds and hundreds all over the world. With today's technology, emails, Facebook, Twitter, and what do I know, he managed to keep in touch with so many all over. I think he has probably also been to most of the US states within the 24 years that we have lived here. Nils and I always love to hear about Jan's travels, business, and pleasure. I need another page here. Right.
Good job.
Right. Hang on. Now Jan is starting a new journey in his life with Kate at his side. And I'm sure they will succeed with strong will and power. I'm happy that up till now they live so close to me. 10 minutes on the highway connect us. Very caring Jan is of his own mother, calls or email me daily. I will probably not be the most easy mother-in-law. At least
now she knows, right?
But I will promise to try to do my best. This is a happy day, and so it should be. But I will confess that moving down the line is a little bit difficult to accept.
No.
I had my son for almost 40 years without serious competition. It hurts, but it is a natural course in life. And as the saying goes, you don't lose a son, but gain a daughter.
Yes.
Not exactly quoting the marriage vows, and actually I'm still a bit upset about that we don't have this, but who is giving the groom away? I think that's the pastor. but the vows for in health and sickness, for better and for worse. I will give you both credit. I'm very impressed of how you two have been able to stay together under not exactly the most easy circumstances. This past year has, to say the least, been a big challenge for two grown-up, independent people to live together with all that big pack in a small place and limited spending money. But you have survived and managed. And of course, as you both know, a lot of less fortunate people live under very smaller roofs than you. But still, my hat off to you. In case you didn't notice, that was my little blue royal hat. I would also like to know all the guests, family, friends, and thank you all for being here. It has not been easy, I think, for everybody to make it up to Denver in the snow, but really I think it's wonderful that you could all come. And if you will please raise the glass. And
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.